good morning, good morning, good morning. What an amazing morning. What a day, the day that the Lord has made. It is Dr. Nelly Kangwa again. I am streaming from Lusaka, Zambia. It's a little chilly today, but we are managing. And I just want you to just write in the chat, where are you listening from? Where have you tuned in from? Please, let's do some quick greetings. And it's always good for you to just choose the best emoji to express how you are feeling this morning. Choose the nice emoji. Either it's an emoji for dancing, it's an emoji for smiling, whatever it is that is expressing the day. It is important for you to actually determine how the day must go. You are the driver of your day. You are the one who has to determine how this day will go, and you are the one who has to just make it happen. So let's do some good mornings. It's a prophetic statement. Good morning is a prophetic statement, and please add an emoji to your good morning. Express, with an emoji how you want the day to go for you. Let's go quickly. Thank you so much. I see those beautiful emojis. Thank you so much, Grace Nomvula. You are so faithful. Loretta, Carol, thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much, for showing up. I really greatly appreciate you. Tag your friend and share the video on your wall. You will do me justice. Thank you, Phyllis, Joshua, all the way from South Africa. Uncle Zika, wow, thank you so much. Lukundo from Lusaka, please indicate where you are streaming from or where you are tuning in from. Thank you so much. And so today, I received about 3 questions from my yesterday's presentation. So I have a closed group of people that we are personally mentoring. Okay, it's called personalized mentorship. In that personalized mentorship, we get to engage at very, very high level with different topics that we get to bring into the group to help them maximize on their potential, but also to get them to internationalize their brand, to get their brand to another level. So yesterday, I was talking about life mastery, okay? Life mastery. But as you know, when you are on this other side of the camera and you are the one who's talking, you can go on talking without knowing that actually people have questions. And I think today I feel so strong to address some of those questions that were raised from my yesterday's presentation. So I'm going to do an overview of yesterday's presentation. We were talking about emotional mastery and we touched relationship mastery. And so I'll run to and from the two masteries and then be able to answer some questions that actually came. And it's always good to actually, do a presentation with questions to be answered. Okay, so now let me just quickly paint a picture of this emotional mastery. Emotional mastery has to do with you having an understanding that first and foremost, you are a tripartite being. And being a tripartite being, you need to know that all the 3 components in your life matters. They all matter. You cannot neglect the other because you are supposed to walk in wholeness. Now, to walk in wholeness, you've got to actually watch all the 3. But today we are going to simply zoom in and concentrate on one particular aspect of the part of your life, which really, really matters. So you have your spirit, you have your soul, and you have your body. Now we want to zero in into your soul, and into your soul again. I would love to delve into the emotional aspect of your life, because this sits in between everything that is going on in your life. Because when it comes to your mind, how your mind processes thoughts, how your mind responds to what you see and what you hear, determines what type of emotions you are going to have. So your emotions are the ones that will give your thoughts on how to react, and before your body actually responds to what has happened or what you saw, your emotions need to be regulated. You need to work on your emotions. Oh, Dr. Mansa, how are you? Good to see you here. Thank you so much for tuning in. It is important for you to have that basic understanding. Now, I don't want to give you theory. I am a very, very practical person. So I would love to give it some practical aspect so that you can understand this thing called emotional intelligence, because it will be of no use for me to sit here and just give you some English without helping you on how you will actually deal with this particular thing and manage it. Like, I'm a transformational coach. I'm not just a coach who dish out information. I love to be accountable as a mentor, as a coach, to be accountable on what I have contributed in your life. How will we measure what is going on in your life? I cannot be showing up Thursdays, 30 minutes of my life, and I'm just here to tell you information and just give you information. I'm here to give you information that will change your life. If you are with me and you love what I'm about to tell you, just go in the chat and say, yes, 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 you are ready to get this. So now, let's break down, okay, this emotion. Because as you know, it is from these emotions where you gather energy, okay? And the higher the energy you have concentrated on a particular thing you are attending to. Let me slow down. Nelly, slow down. Let me slow down. If you want to do something, okay, the higher the energy you have to do that particular thing, the faster you will accomplish it. You may not actually even notice, because as we move in life, we don't actually take time to account on what is going on in our daily lives. So now, let's go in this route. I need you to understand that when it comes to how you will behave today, okay, there is need for you to do some practical things. And I want to give you practical things that will help you to start mastering your emotions. And these practical things, I'll bring them in form of questions. Okay, so number one question, you need to do this. Like, sit tonight when you knock off and sit. I need this to be very practical. Okay, what things easily annoy you? What things easily annoy you? What can't you tolerate? What is it that you cannot tolerate? So you need to itemize those things, because you will need to know that as much as you don't like those things, okay, as much as you cannot tolerate those things, you need to know another aspect of your life is relationship mastery. Okay, so never live in life as though you are a single individual. You need to know you will meet people who will either take away or contribute to your life. Now, as you answer these questions, you need to now be aware of certain people in your life as you answer this question. So what easily annoys you? What is it that irritates you? Okay, so there are some things that I can itemize. For example, lying. When you can, so I am very prophetic. I'm able to perceive. Okay, I'm able to perceive, but also, apart from being prophetic, I'm also a lie detector. I have gone to school for it. I have gone to school for it. In NLP, I have done masters in neuro linguistic programming. And one of the modules we did is lie detection. And lie detection has to do with the physiology. The eyes, where is somebody picking answers from? How is somebody talking? How is their symmetry? And as I'm looking at you, remember, I'm an expert in this thing. So now, let us itemize. One thing that easily annoys me is when someone is pretending or they are lying. Now, I want you to imagine I have a relationship, I have a person I want to help, or somebody who needs to help me. Relationship mastery. So, how then will I handle my emotions when I pick that the person is lying? Because this lying irritates me, this lying annoys me, but I need this person who lies to take me to the next level of my life. Come on. I need this person. They are full of lies, but they need to be part of the season of my life. Listen to me. I need you to get this. Now, because I don't like liars or lying, not liars, because liars are people. I don't like people who pretend and everything. They easily injure the nerves, and my central nervous system just gets crazy. So now that is where my work lies. I should not work on changing somebody because I am not in control. I am not in control of this person who likes lying. I am not in control of what triggers lies. I am in control of me. I can only change me. I can only work on me. So now, when I'm working with somebody who easily lies and pretends, but I need their services, I need now to work on me, on how I will manage my emotions when this person is lying. Because the person should not change my day. The person should not change how I feel. Because remember, when I get angry by their lies, it will affect my emotions, it will affect my energies. And when it affects my energies, the universe will respond to how I am feeling. Come on. The universe won't say, no, it's not her who lied, so it is not her. It's not her responsibility. So she got angry because this person lied. No, no, no. The universe responds to me as an individual. What has happened? The universe is not concerned. It is concerned about me and the energies that I'm bringing out. What energies am I bringing out? What passion do I have about fulfilling a particular thing? So if somebody comes into my space and they come in and they block the flow of my joy, the flow of how I'm feeling that day, because I get irritated when someone is pretending, I end up losing out. Okay? I end up losing out. And listen to me, my friend. Anything that is coming from outside, you have a responsibility to deal with it. Responsibility is ability to respond. Come on. I want you to write that. Ability to respond. You need to have ability to respond to something that irritates you. Because remember, when you allow this thing from outside to affect you, infect you, influence you, you have messed up your wholeness. You have messed up who you are, and therefore you are failing to master your emotions. You need to be a master of your own emotions. And if you are a master of your own emotions, you need to know that you don't have control about what is happening outside you. You have no control about what your helper will tell you or how she will make some decisions, and when she won't come for work when you really need her to come for work. And you can tell she's lying. You can tell that your employee is lying. You can tell that your workmates are lying. They are taking advantage of you. No grandmother has died. They didn't just want to come to work, and you know it. So you are not going to go around your work environment frowning. People here, they don't want to work. She's just lying that her grandmother, my friend, you'll be misunderstood. And when you're misunderstood by subordinates, you are the one who loses. You are the one who loses. That is why I tell you, the day you come out on this earth, you need to know that the earth won't be just friendly to you. You need to know that the Lord of this world is at it to confuse you, and it won't be the devil himself. You are too small for the devil himself to come to you. You are too small. What the enemy will do with its agents is to possess people who have open gates, and they will be possessed to be the ones to be used. Listen to me. The enemy is a spirit, and therefore you do not need a spirit to offend you. You need human beings. They are the ones that will come in your way of progress. So, and the enemy is not a fool to use a non-entity to irritate you. Okay? So he will use those people that matter. And that is why own your emotions. Own your emotions. Train your emotions on the responsibility to respond. Because you know, from the day you were born, John says, from the days of John the Baptist, the kingdom has suffered violence, and therefore the violent will take it. So you need to know that from the day you came and pushed out those waters, okay, the cervix did not allow you to be born. The cervix was tight, it was closed. It didn't want you to be born. You fought your way. You fought your way. You broke the waters and you said, you know what? I cannot stay here longer. Listen to me. If you see your emotions flaring, people offending you unnecessarily, just know it has nothing to do with people. It has everything to do with you. You haven't managed your emotions. You have let loose your emotions. You have let loose and you are letting things to manage your life. Come on now. You are too important to allow situations to manage your life. Listen to me. When you came out of your mother's womb and you announced yourself, do you know there were people who already existed and they already put up systems, whether those systems are correct or they are not correct? They are systems in life. So you are born in a particular family. As you are born in that particular family, so now I'm coming to the next question, okay? Which family are you coming from, or how was your upbringing? I'm entering into that question. Okay, you ask yourself which things easily annoy you or irritate you. The next question, as you are managing your emotions, the next question is, how was your upbringing? Go back, my friend. Okay, so let's take my example. I grew up in a pastor's house, and then I came when there were already 5 siblings, 5 elder brothers. Between me and my elder brother, there is 5 years difference. So you can only imagine, he's not even a friend, because 5 years, somebody has started school already. So by the time I am coming in that family, they are all very old. When I'm coming in that family, I have no friends, because first and foremost, I'm coming pinky. I'm in a pinky dress. I've got ribbons. So I'm a strange character, strange human being in that home. And so there are systems that were already created, and these systems suited the boys. And so they created a system of how to do things, how to play, what. So when I come now on the scene, listen to me. There are systems that are already existing that I need to know. Those systems, whether I like it or not, influenced my life and how I respond to situations. So let's go, break down, go back into your home as far as you can remember. Go back. If 5 years, 6 years, 7, what can you remember? What is it that is very clear? Begin to, do not neglect. Listen to me. That is what helped me to understand how to behave in my marriage. Because I entered in marriage very mature. I entered in with a certain physique. because there were systems in my home that influenced how I responded to my husband, that influenced how I did things. So there was no that feminine aspect. It was not nurtured. Come on. It was not nurtured. It was survival of the fittest. And other than that, I needed now to really manage a home at a very tender age. There was nothing like, no, I'm young. Because from age 6, 7, I needed to start learning how to clean, when to clean, what to do. So already my mind anything that begins to happen in life. Okay, I think I lost some internet. Am I there? Please agree with me if I'm there. Agree with me if I'm there. Am I still on? All right. Okay,
Yes,
great.
yeah.
So in life, you need to understand that whatever it is that was going on, I needed to get into that system. Now, in that system, it is up to me now to go back and see, was this system good for me, for where I'm going? Was this, so now you find that every time, you are growing up, you're always in defense. Because my brothers were telling me, oh my God, this world doesn't have you are a girl, you are what? You need to learn to defend yourself. So even when you are just waking up, you're waking up in defense. Because you don't know who can beat you. You don't know who can tell you, wake up, it's early. You are always in defense. Now you enter in marriage, your friend is just asking you a question. You're always in defense. What is it? You want to dober me? Why did you say this? Oh, so why have you come this time? You are already in that defense, and it is so, someone is saying I'm frozen. Okay, you are in defense, and so you are always like a monument. You are so rigid. Okay, you are so rigid, and it has to do with your upbringing, and therefore your upbringing taps emotions. So today you are tapping emotions from your upbringing, and you are responding to the world based on how you grew up. That is what is going on. Because your unconscious mind controls 95 to 97% of what is going on in your life. And so you go for work, okay? You are in defense. Now, also another thing, because of growing up alone, I was my own manager. I knew where to place a chair. I knew where. I'm trying to give examples because I want you to understand how critical this thing is. So I'm a leader. Naturally, I'm a leader. But I didn't have certain leadership skills. They were not developed. You know why? Because I could do everything by myself. So certain people, when they come in my life, they are failing to fit in because I am used to doing everything myself. It begins to affect my leadership style. Also, it begins to affect my motherhood. Because when I now start having children, I am a very fast person. I know what I can do in the morning. I know what I can do when I wake up. My friend, my brain was drilled to think, what will you cook for lunch? What will you cook for dinner? What will you cook for irritating visitors that are coming endlessly at pastor's house? Boom! I already know how to quickly put on this whilst I'm cleaning the house, whilst I am doing this, because at the end of the day, life must continue. Now, those things are strongholds. So I start having children. When my girl gets in the kitchen, she wants to cut onions in a certain way, taking her time, cutting tomatoes, put them there, cut onions, put them there, pack them nicely. And then oh my God, I want to die. I want to die because, my friend, how can you cook you are cooking beef, and then you come and start cooking vegetables afterwards? Then how can you not put beef, vegetables, onions, cut onions for all the meals you are cooking? That's me. So in the end, listen, I begin to take over my home because I'm irritated by the slowness. So I begin now to fail to mentor my daughter in her slowness, to mentor my son in their, are you getting what I'm saying? I had to work on me. I had to go deep into the depth of the stronghold of this fast person and slow down. Nelly, slow down. You have children. Let them start learning how to do things. That is why I had to, retire my helper. I retired my helper because I realized if I do not do this, my children will be cabbages. I retired, and there were rules in my home. The helper is my helper. She is not your helper. So when it comes to your bedroom, you clean for yourself. You clean the clothes for yourself. I had to be intentional. Come on. I had to be intentional because I realized I'm going to damage my children in the name of, I can do this in 2 hours. What people can do in 10 hours, I can do in 2 hours. I used to cook a big pot. I used to think ahead. What will we eat on this day? So it's morning. My daughter is like, what are we eating for lunch? Really? You are thinking about lunch now in the morning? My friend, I thought about lunch last night. I already soaked beans. I already started cooking oxtail. Today is just completing. And I begin to be forceful. You should think in the night. And she's looking at me like, girl, mom, relax. What are you talking about? Are you getting what I'm saying? I am talking about emotional mastery. There are things influencing your decisions. There are things influencing relationships because you were damaged when you were young. The systems that were set for you cannot apply to your today. That is why you need to work on your emotions daily, and you need to be intentional. Why do you behave the way you behave? Why do you respond the way you respond? Why do you treat people the way you treat them? Why do you take so long in anger? All those things influence your life. Okay, influence your life. I don't want to mention some daughters here. Daughters like Madalo. She knows what I'm about to say. I'll leave it there. You know what? It goes back to childhood. The way she grew up. Who was taking care of her? So if every time your mother was, hey, stop that. Hey, what did you do? Especially you who lost your parents when you were young. You cannot be easy to manage. She's laughing. Because this one, no, ma'am, because there's this that is happening. So, I can't face you. Because why can't you face me? Why? Why can't you come? God says, let us reason together. If you've done something, listen, let me give you a hint. I'm about to just bring a principle here. If you have a mentor in your life, listen to me. If you have a mentor in your life and things are not going well in your life, whether spiritually, financially, you made some silly decisions and you are running away from your mentor, let me tell you, that is the best for the enemy to finish you. In the animal kingdom, every animal that isolates itself will be supper. When I am troubled, listen to me, when I am troubled, I gravitate towards my mom. I go to her. I want to go and just be me. I want to go and cry. I just want to go and complain because I know it is a safe place. It is a safe place. Why you run away from your mentor is because you haven't established that relationship. And also, why you haven't established that relationship, you remember certain people were over your life, what they did to you. So you come into, you are 30 years, you are 40, you are comparing. You are comparing the way your stepmother or your auntie or whatever they looked after you. You bring it into a mentorship relationship. You are delaying because you don't know how to open up. The last time you opened up, they chopped you into pieces. Now you are in a good relation. Listen to me. Many people actually what's the word? The word has disappeared. They repel love. There was a word I was looking for. They repel love. They don't know how to manage love. It's alien. Genuine love is alien to them. And they think to be loved, they've got to give. To be loved, they've got to be perfect. To be loved, they've got to do good. That's what they think. So I'm calling out my daughter here because I've seen she's here. What is wrong with you? How many months have you been away from my life, Madalo? How many months? You need to show up. It doesn't matter what is going on. Listen to me. What am I there for? Emotional mastery. Manage your thought process. What are you thinking? What will she say? Oh, maybe she'll shout at me. Oh, maybe. Yes, there are some things I'll tell you off. But I'll tell you off in love because I want the best. Then we will talk now about what else can we do, what strategies can we create. You messed up, you made a mistake, you should have, but you know what, let's move. What next? What next? What are we supposed to do? You think, some of you make your husbands as your mentors. There is no spouse who will mentor you. They will just think you are a fool. You are busy. Oh, this is what somebody did at work. You go to your husband. Oh, this is what my boss said this, you are crying. Your husband doesn't know how to handle your emotions. That hysteria. You come from work with an hysterical behavior because somebody did certain things to you and you take it to the bedroom. You're having a conversation about your friend with your spouse. Are you okay? And then that spouse, because they don't know why you are with that friend, you are going to make your spouse to hate your friend because he doesn't know. And also, men, they don't understand why you are so, you are so, I don't know how I can put it. The way you handle it, well, this is what they did to me. This is what you are crying, and you want your husband to understand. That is why mentorship is key. Mentorship is key because it comes to help you to get your emotions and master. What emotions are you supposed to release to this relationship? That is why some of you, because you don't have emotional mastery, you get on pouring emotions. Every human being that tells you are beautiful, as if you don't know you are beautiful. You surrender, like it is to Jesus. I surrender, You surrender to a human being that doesn't even know how to use the, There's tissue there. He doesn't even know how to use it. You surrender your He must manage your life. He must tell you are beautiful. He must make you feel nice. Because you've seen, he has come. He's the height you've been looking for, the shoulders you've been looking for, the complexion you've been looking for. You go and you put your head there and you forget your intelligence. Emotional mastery. Let me tell you something. That has helped me because I meet people. I meet men. I meet what? They would say, wow, you are so beautiful. Oh, when I even say, oh, my son is 20 something years, they say, oh, you look so young. And my emotions are activated. I look so young. Wow. So Nikarimo, and they are complimenting. My friend, the moment it triggers this, Bishop has been with me, seen it all, 30 years. I see this one. He's showing up some level of intelligence, looks like he's more intelligent, looks like what. After all, he goes to the toilet. Boom! Emotions drop. Master your emotions. Master your emotions. You have yourself in the future. I'm going to do this as a run. I just sense it in my spirit. I'm going to do it as a workshop. Okay, I'm going to do it as a workshop. So look out for that workshop. Now we've got to go. I've taken almost 5 minutes out of our time. Thank you so much. Do have an amazing Thursday. See you in my classes.